Nice. So I'd like to play another video because I think your videos actually give us like the most insight. So
Yeah.
let me just check this out. So there's another video. Here we go. Here we go. So this video, I love this video.
I like you.
I don't know if everyone saw it. Did everyone see it? Can you hear the sound with it?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, nice. So immediately I saw this. In my mind, it was like, oh my gosh, this is an ad. Barbara, tell us, was this an ad? So our guest is in. Here is, yeah. Nice. Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
We just put for you some music to set the mood.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
We are good. We are all of us here. Yeah.
Hey.
Lovely to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, Barbara Nyambura.
I'm so excited. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Who do we have here?
Okay, great.
Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Samira. Hi, Janet. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Stacy. How you guys doing?
Good. You?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm so excited for this lesson.
Yes. We are excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So I think we'll start off with an introduction. So we have a few people who have joined us. So that is Samira who's joined us. We would like to first of all start with a quick introduction. Okay. So hope your Saturday is going good.
Oh, it is. It is.
Awesome.
Hope yours is going good too.
Going great. We're doing content today. Content is the theme of the day. Okay, great.
Mary.
So I will just mute everyone if you don't mind as we start through. Thank you guys for muting. Okay. So our guest today is Barbara Nyambura. And an intro of Barbara Nyambura. So Barbara Nyambura is a performing artist, a content creator. You can find her on TikTok and on Instagram. On TikTok, she has 9K followers and with over 3K following on Instagram. In the last 28 days, her content got over 700,000 views. So this is just a snapshot of the analytics behind it. 720,000 views in 28 days. That is amazing, right? Her following has grown so much in just 1 month from September. Guys, this is Barbara Nyambura. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Great. So just starting off, I'd like to play this clip for guys to watch and just see some of your content as we start off. So I don't know if you guys really relate to that, but I don't know how many times it happens to me. I remember, especially like when I was in uni, you go to class thinking class is at 8, it's 7:30, you're going to the matatu, you enter, you're thinking, oh, it's full. Kumbe, there's no one. And the people who are inside, when you enter, they're now checking now. So I was like, oh my gosh, I relate to this. This has 59K views, 5K likes, and this is not like you have videos that have so much more views, but like for me it's just like, how do you come up with these ideas? Like how do you really like spot such an idea and create such awesome content?
Well, the secret to my content is mostly just being relatable.
Yeah.
If you watch my content, it's mostly Kenyan comedy, Kenyan relatable stuff. So I just look around me and try and think, okay, so what is it that I, as a Kenyan, I go through that I know many other Kenyans go through?
Yeah.
Like that one for my tattoos, it's something that actually when I sit down, sometimes I'm just like, I need to talk about a certain industry. And that's not the only Matatu video I'm going to make. There's so many others I'm going to make. Like, you see how, like, when you give a conductor change and then when you give a conductor like 1,000 bob and then he's just constantly shukaing the Matatu and you're just looking at him like, give me my change, And so I just mostly try and think around what is it that we go through, what struggles that Kenyans go through that they can relate to, and so that's how I come up with my content. Even with our mobile subscribers, not mobile subscribers, like Safaricom and Telcom and Airtel. I look at them and I think, what is the general perception of Safaricom? Okay, they give bundles and then they they just finish bundles quickly. So I made a video about it. What is the general perception about Airtel? They are slow. So that's a content idea. So the secret to my content is mostly just being relatable. Be relatable, make a video, make content that people can look at and say, hey, I can totally feel that. I can totally see how I go through that every day. And trust me, that's the way to go. That's the way to go.
Nice. So
Yeah.
I think like what I've gotten from that is just starting off from you have this unique idea and you have this unique audience you're creating for it. I'm thinking right now you're at 700,000 views.
Yes.
Just if you can share with us the journey of how you started off. I remember you said you started like in Feb this year, 2020, you started
Yes.
off and you've gotten
Yes.
so many people following you. What was the journey in discovering like your unique content and your target audience?
Oh my goodness. The journey for me has I think many people who create content will have a similar story. Like you start this thing just for fun. It's just fun and you don't take it seriously at first. It's just like, I'm bored. I'm looking to pass time. I actually joined TikTok before it was TikTok, back when it was Musical.ly.
Yeah.
And though I wasn't very active on the platform, back in 2016, I wasn't very active. I only started becoming active in this year, 2020 in February. So I just started creating content for fun. And if you look at my earlier videos, they were crap. Let me tell you, they were crap. So I watched them and I'm just like, whoo! The struggle. I was struggling. So I just started making general lip sync videos and just general videos, maybe a dance challenge here and there. Yeah. And then I did a lot of experimenting to find out what was working. Mm-hmm. So when I started having videos going a bit viral, because I remember the first video that I had get a lot of views had like I think 16,000 amid my 200 views video. So I'm like, oh, okay, this thing can actually work. So I was like, okay, so I need to find out what is it that people liked about this video that I can do again, so you can get more views. Because how the TikTok algorithm works is it works on watch time. Yeah. So if your video has more watch time, if people are stuck on your video for longer, then it's going to push it out to more people. As you can see, how the TikTok, I don't know how many of you guys use TikTok or have a TikTok account or have interacted with TikTok before. You have your FYP page, your For You page. That's what the TikTok algorithm brings to you videos. So it's not like you can search, but mostly it's on the FYP page. So when people are scrolling through, they don't have time to really, stick on a video if it's boring. So you have to capture someone's attention. So I had to find a way of getting on people's FYP page and increasing my watch time. So trying to figure out, okay, what is it that people like? What are people watching? And so what also helped me in my journey was keeping up with the trends. If you check on the TikTok app, on the search button, they'll show you they feature trends, videos that are trending. So hopping on trends is also a very good way to grow your page if you're looking to grow your page and to get more following. So yeah, it was just a journey of first not being serious with it, then seeing, oh my God, okay, I can get views, okay, and then trying to experiment and seeing what content that people like more, till I got to, my niche of Kenyan relatable content, comedy content.
Nice.
Yeah.
like when I'm hearing you talk, I'm hearing these words like watch time, views. So like you actually look at how your content is performing. How do you do
Yes.
that?
I mostly work through my analytics. So if you're on TikTok, you have an option of getting a pro account. It's kind of like Instagram. You see how you can have an Instagram normal account and you can have a business account.
Yeah.
So my TikTok, both actually my TikTok and Instagram are both pro accounts. So you can go to your analytics and check and see which video performed well, how many views you have. It can even break down for you your audience, like from where are they from?
Yeah.
Which country is watching you the most? How many your followers? Who are they? What gender are they? I for some reason have more female followers on TikTok than male followers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mostly work with my analytics, and also on the video, in each individual video, you can see analytics on each individual video. So you can pull up analytics and see it can actually even break down to you the watch time, how on average, for how long are people watching your videos. So my advice for people actually on TikTok is don't make videos that are longer than 15 seconds. Holding someone's attention on TikTok for more than 15 seconds is really hard. So I mostly try and make sure my videos are less than 15 seconds. So with a 15-second video, if you have an average watch time of like 9-10 seconds, that's really good. So I mostly work with my analytics all the time, just seeing, okay, which video is performing well. If a video is not performing well, we're not going to do any more of that. Moving on to the next one. Yes.
Nice. And recently did a video. So I saw a video when someone asked you like, where do you get your content ideas from? Like, could you tell us a bit about that? Like, where do you get your ideas from? And just looking at your target audience, how does that like affect you?
Let me be honest with you. I wish there was a way like we could have those, like, you see those things that they usually put on someone's brain, and then you can see the brain activity. Like, I wish you could have that. I don't know how to explain how it happens. Like, ideas come to me at the most random of times. Like, I could be having breakfast, I'm just chilling with my tea, and then I have an idea and I start laughing by myself. Or like, I'm going to sleep, I'm struggling to sleep, and then poof, an idea comes. Like, and it's really affected me in such a way that I'm constantly thinking content. Like, wherever, even when I'm in a matatu, like I'm sitting in a mat going somewhere, I'm looking outside, I'm just thinking content. What can I do for content? So as I said, I mostly just try and think around the Kenyan environment, the Kenyan space. What is it that we can relate to, And so normally sometimes I'll have an idea first that I don't have a sound to. So that's where TikTok really helps me in bringing out my ideas, because it has sounds that you can customize to bring out the idea that I want. So and another thing that really helps me is keeping up with the trends. Guys, let me tell you, if you're in the content making industry, you need to know what's happening. You need to know what's going on. So I'm constantly also on Twitter. What's trending on Twitter? What are people talking about? What's the new thing? What's going on? Like, I remember when the Shakila story broke out, I was like, oh, this is a story that I need to address. This needs to be talked about. Like, what's up? What's happening? And so I made 2 videos about it. And so also, I don't know if you guys remember the Mike Oliver story. When the Mike Oliver story broke out, I knew I wanted to address that issue, but I didn't know how at the time, till I got the sound. And then I was like, okay, so sometimes I'll have the idea first, like I write it down. I don't know how I'm going to portray it. If I could show you guys, I have like a whole list of over like 50 ideas that I still don't know how I'm going to do them, but I'm going to do them. And sometimes I hear a sound and then I'm like, oh, yep, I have the idea. Sometimes I get the idea from the sound, but yeah. So mostly just being relatable, keeping up with the trends, knowing what's going on. You need to know what's going on. You need to know what's going on, so you can, keep be on top of things. And yes, I hope I answered that question. Have I?
Yes, you have. In fact,
okay.
I wanted to ask you, like, if you could describe your content, because one of the things that we normally see is that even for people and businesses, they're always trying to understand, like, what's my content? What can you tell them is like the best way for someone to, like, how would you describe your content? And how did you know this was the the content that I can be creating consistently, and people can know this is Barbara's content. Like they see content and they see Barbara and they're like, I know what she's putting out.
My content is mostly comedic.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I could be addressing very serious issues, like issues of debt, the Kenyan, how we are in debt as Kenyans, and some serious issues, but I put it in a funny way.
Yeah.
And people are laughing, but there's a serious message behind it. So my content is mostly comedic. So I try to I'd actually say my content is more of addressing social issues, but in a comedic way. Yeah. And how I came to that was, as I said, through experimenting and trying to figure out before I figured out this is what I wanted to do. There's a lot of things that I did wrong. Like a lot of I kid you, if you guys watch my earlier content, it's just that I can't delete it because when you see someone's profile on TikTok, it has followers and likes. So if I delete it, I'll reduce the number of likes that I have on my TikTok, which is close to 200,000. I can't delete it, so I'm just like the struggle. So I feel like even for brands, they shouldn't be afraid to experiment. And anyone who is in the content making industry or wants to get into it, don't be afraid to experiment till you find what you want to do. Till you find out what works. And how you find out what works is through the feedback that you get from your audience.
Yeah.
Always watch out for your customer feedback. If people are enjoying the content, you'll see it. It'll get more views, more likes, and the comments as well. I always read my comments to see how are people engaging with my content. So yeah, that's basically
another video, because I think your videos actually give us like the most insight. So let me just check this out. So there's another video. Here we go. So this video, I loved this video.
I like you. Won't give a
I don't know if everyone saw it. Did everyone see it? Can you hear the sound of it?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, nice. So immediately I saw this. In my mind, it was like, oh my gosh, this is an ad. Barbara, tell us, was this an ad?
I wish it was. Oh my God. I remember when I posted it on Instagram, someone was like, Telcom should buy this ad. I was like, I wish, you guys, I wish. But I'm hoping to get there where I can actually be making, that's the goal, to get that. Like once I amass enough following and grow my account to big numbers, then I'd hope to get brand partnerships and do more of content like that.
Yeah, because when I was looking at this, I was like, your execution was so perfect. Like it just, when I looked at it, you're creating content, yes, and I'm like, yes, I relate to it, but it was like so perfect that I was like, this is an ad. Like I watch ads on TVs, they make their own ads in a different way, but when I saw it, I was like, this is an ad. Like how would you, like, could you take us through like your execution of your ideas to the point of you make them look so good that people can actually be able to relate to them and say like, this is an ad?
Well, for that one, I'll address that question with that video. The Safaricom situation is something that I always want to talk about. And I remember when I had that sound, this is where like TikTok really helps me execute my ideas, because I had the idea, but I didn't know how I was going to execute it. So when I had the sound, actually if you look at the videos under that sound, it's mostly about couples, like having a crush like on someone, and then like you put their picture, like I like you, and it's a picture of your crush. I don't give a and then when the break comes in, it's a picture of their partner. So it's like you're crushing on someone who already has a partner, like what's up? So I remember when I was like, I want to do something different with this sound. And then boom, I was like, oh my God, I can do Safaricom, like liking Safaricom, like how you buy bundles with Safaricom. And then 2 seconds later, dear customer, your data bundle balance is below 2 MB. And that's like I don't know about you guys, but that for me is such a pain. Like you've just bought bundles and then dear customer, your data bundle, and you're just like, sir, what's up? Like what's happened? So and so when I was like, okay, then I can be excited about it. And then when the break comes in. Now you're exploring options. And then I'm going to put telecom offers on how, because for me, when I hear telecom, I hear bundles, like how they're offering these amazing bundles at low cost. And I just put up their offers. I'm like, so I'm a customer that's seriously thinking about moving. So yeah, what's up? So I'd say for me, like TikTok is such a great tool. Like with the sounds that it has, and that's another thing that. Sorry, I'm going to throw pointers in the middle of my stories. That's another thing. If you're looking to like make content and be big on TikTok or any platform, you have to be different. Like I could have very easily put up a picture of my crush, Nick Mutuma, and say, I like you, like everyone else. And then when the break comes in, boom, Bridget Shigadi, like, and then I'm just like embarrassed and stuff. But I was like, I have to be different. I have to do something different. So that's what I always try to do. Be different. You have to be. You can't be doing the same thing that everyone is doing on the platform. You can't do videos that everyone else is doing. You have to be different. And that's what I'm constantly thinking. Even when I'm hearing sounds and watching videos, I'm like, how can I be different? How can I do this different and better?
Yeah. One of the hardest things to do whenever you're on social media is growing a relationship with your audience. So how do you maintain that relationship with your audience? Because you're always putting posts and they're liking it. How do you make sure that you're still in touch with them and they feel like, okay, I'm still relating with Barbara?
First of all, you have to listen to them.
Yeah.
You have to listen to your audience, give them what they want. If fans don't want something, don't do it. If they want it, do it,
Yeah.
And second, and this is something that I feel like, okay, maybe when you get big enough, it stops being relevant, but I think I'm always going to do it even if I have 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Always respond to your fans. I mean, in the comments. Even if you won't respond, like a comment so they can know that you read it. Respond, talk to your fans so that they can feel like, this person actually cares. Like, it's not just about, like, I'm not just using you to get views and to get likes.
Yeah.
Engage with your audience, engage them, talk to them. If they say something funny, laugh in the comments. If they say something that you like, if they compliment you, say thank you. In your DMs, respond to DMs. I mean, come on. If someone is DMing you saying, I love your content, respond and say thanks. If someone actually, when people share my stuff on Instagram, I always respond saying thank you for sharing.
Wow.
Like, engage your audience. You don't want your audience to feel like, this person, they just want my views and my following. You have to engage them, talk to them, make them feel like you care. And actually care. Don't just make them feel, actually care. I always read comments. I always read feedback. I always check my DMs. I always respond. Just don't come to my DMs with some bullshit, because what's up? But yeah, the people saying they love my content, I always respond. So engage your audience, respond with your audience, and trust me, that's the way you will build a loyal fan base that will watch your videos all the time. They will share your videos all the time. That's what you want, people to watch and share your content. Engage them.
Yeah. Okay. So that is it. Thank you, Barbara, so much for coming. We have learned so much. As in, I enjoy talking with you because one, not only are you relatable online, like even when we're talking with you right now, I feel at home talking with you. So it's such an honor to have someone who, but sometimes when people reach a particular kind of following, they become so, closed off and they separate themselves. Like I love it that not only does your content show who you are in terms of creating the content that's relatable, but even for yourself, you're really willing to like reach out to people, listen to what they have to say. So thank you so much for coming and opening our eyes to the world of, TikTok, the algorithms, Instagram, content creation, analytics, goals. As in, we talk about these things and we think that we can only get case studies from people in the US. But like one thing that I'm loving is that we're getting people in Kenya, like someone who's in Nairobi, telling us that she looks at these things that we learn in uni, and we were like, what is analytics? What is marketing? Objectives. What is and then we're here seeing Barbara. She's passionate about it. She's like, this is application in real life. So thank you so much for coming. It was really
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my God, you have no idea how honored I feel that you could look at me and say, we're glad to have you. Thank you. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for having me. I hope you guys have taken something home from my very long stories, and I hope you're going to apply it, and I hope to see you guys creating content too, because I'm not just telling stories here.
Yeah.
I want to see content. I want to see videos. I want to see the tips that I've put here. I want to see you guys growing your audience too. So yes, thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Okay, cool. So I think that's where we will leave it off. We're actually finishing really early, 11:35. So I don't know if any of you have anything to say to Barbara. I've seen my last parting shot. I don't know if anyone wants to say their last comments to Barbara before she leaves us. Anyone?
I think I'll just like to appreciate Barbara for her time, because I've really learned a lot that you can start from scratch and still make it. Because for me, I still have that fear of venturing into creating content, because you feel like, oh, no one will respond, or it's like you'll be doing it on your own. But at least for her, I can see that she has grown so much and she still has the confidence to keep going. So thank you for the inspiration.
Thank you so much. Don't be scared. Let me tell you, it's all about starting. Just start. Imagine, even if you get one view, one person video, and even if it's one like, one view, I mean, that's something. Just start. You'll never know how it will go till you start. Start. Don't be scared. Just do it. Take your phone, camera, and just do it. Do it, and let the algorithm do its thing. But thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wants to give their parting shot?
I wish her all the best.
Thank you. So Barbara, we let you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we invited you with some good music. I think, guys, as we exit, I always love to share like music. So please enjoy this music as we exit. I don't know if you guys have any questions. Put them in the chat. I love this music. Guys, have a happy weekend. Put your questions in the chat. We'll follow up with them. Any comments you have for Barbara, put them in the chat. She'll see them as well. Feel free to exit at any time.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave you guys. I have to get into creating my videos for the day. So I wish you guys all the best. I hope to see you guys again. And if you're not following me on TikTok, what you waiting for? But guys, thank you so much for having me. Yes, I had fun. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye. Mwah!
Thank you. Bye. Following you. Yeah. Enjoy the music.